Hello students, in today's video of arrays, I am going to discuss about the most important topic, that is multiplication of matrices. I have already completed with addition and subtraction of matrices. Suppose I copy the content and paste here. This one is the topic I have already completed in previous video. In these contents or in this video, we can say 2 into 2 matrix is there and second one is also 2 into 2 matrix. Suppose I declare one more matrix so that I can store the data after multiplication inside this matrix. Suppose this matrix is C 2 into 2 matrix. Enter the elements of the first matrix, then enter the elements of the second matrix. Entry of elements, then display of elements is there. Then after addition or after, suppose I write after multiplication, the new matrix is, suppose I write the sign of multiplication. This one is not the correct method. Suppose this one is applied, then execute the program. 2, 1, 3 and 4, 3, 5, 1 and 6. This one is the answer. It directly multiplies the values. 2 into 3, 6, 1 into 5, 5, 3 into 1, 3, 4 into 6, 24. This one is the wrong method of multiplication of matrices. Now what is required? Suppose I write 1, 2, 3 and 7. This one is the first matrix. 2, 1, 5, and 4. Suppose these are the two matrices. Now what are the requirements? This matrix is of 2 into 2 order and this matrix is also of 2 into 2 order. For multiplication of matrices, if first matrix is of the order m into n and second matrix is of the order n into p, the result will be of the order m into p. Now what is the meaning of this? The number of columns of the first matrix should be equal to number of rows of the second matrix, and the resulting matrix is the product of number of rows of the first matrix and number of columns of the second matrix. This one is eliminated, n, and the answer is m into p. Here the number of rows and columns are same, that's why there is no problem. Now how to multiply the matrix? First row is multiplied by first column, then adding the elements. Now what will be the output? 1 is multiplied by 2, then suppose I write different elements. Suppose I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Suppose these are the elements. Then 1 is multiplied by 5 plus 2 is multiplied by 7. Suppose I write here the elements 5, 6, then 7 and 8. Suppose I write here the elements. First row is multiplied by first column. 1 5 2 into 7. Then first row is multiplied by second column and write here 1 into 6, then plus 2 multiplied by 8. What next? Second row is multiplied by first column. It means 3 is multiplied by 5 and 4 is multiplied by 7. Then what next? 3 is multiplied by 6. Then 4 is multiplied by 8. Now what is the meaning of this? First row, first column. Then first row, second column here. Then second row and first column lies here. Second row and first column. This one is the final matrix. And the answer will be 5 plus 14. That's 19. Here 6 plus 16. 22. Here 15 plus 28. 43. And here 18 plus 32. It's 50. The answer will be like this. Again 5 plus 14 19. 6 plus 16 22. Yes, it's okay. 15 plus 28. It's 43. Then 18 plus 32. It is 50. It means the answer will be like this. But by direct multiplying, we will see here the answer is 1 into 5 5, 2 into 6 12, 3 into 7 21, 4 into 8 32, like this. But this answer is the wrong answer. Now how to perform the operations? For that, what we have to do, one variable is required here, sum. Then here I have to do the changes. Suppose I write sum is equal to 0 because multiple number of times I have to add the values. It means I have to declare sum is equal to 0 because after operating the sum of these values, it will be stored into the new matrix. And after the storing of these values, again the sum is equal to 0 so that I can perform this operation again or second operation again. Sum is equal to 0. Then for, suppose I take the new variable k is equal to 0, k less than 2 and k plus plus, because this variable is required. Here I have to declare the new variable, that is k, for the third matrix. And what required inside? Sum is equal to sum plus first matrix I, then k, means m into n and n into p, and the product is m into p. Suppose I write I into k, then multiply k into j, k into j. In this way, I can obtain aij. It means m into n and n into p. M into p is the output. Now, after the calculation of this value, I have to save this value inside the new matrix Cij is equal to sum. Means the sum is stored inside Cij. Means at 0 0 location for first value it will be stored. Then 0 1, then 0 2. According to the requirement, it will save the value. Then displaying of contents. Here this content is not required. This one is the loop. To print the output, Control V. After multiplication, the new matrix is, here I have to apply I is equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus, the first loop. After that, the second loop, j is equal to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. Then the printing of Cij is required, percentage %d, then C, I and j. This value is required. Then printf in the new line. This content is required because I have to print Cij now. Suppose this one is the input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and the output will be 19, 22, 43 and 50. Let's execute the program. Enter the elements of the first matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, first matrix, then 5, 6, 7 and 8. Yes, the output is 19, 22, 43 and 50. Hope you understand the content of multiplication of matrices. It's not the direct multiplication. You have to multiply in particular format, first row, first column, first row, second column, in this way. I have explained earlier. Please practice at your own level. This one is the most important question for your examination.